Welcome back to Go Hard Podcast. Today's guest is business owner located in Houston, Texas. EZ Wireless is an electronic repair store that started in 2012. He is here today to share his journey with us. Let's all give a round of applause for EZ Wireless. Let's go. How's it going today?
All right, what's up?
Can you put your headphones on?
Okay, I'm good.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
So tell us your real name, because when like my sisters say, "Hey, I'm gonna go fix my phone at Easy," it's always easy. You know what
Ezekiel.
I mean? Ezekiel.
Yeah, it's Ezekiel. It's Easy short for Ezekiel.
Okay, is that where the name came from?
Yeah.
EZ Wireless.
Yeah.
Easy Wireless.
Yeah.
Tell us about and try to go more detail to with it when you answer the question. But tell us about where you started in 2011. If you started in 2011, because it established in 2012. Tell us from then to now, where your whole story. You know what I mean? Like the whole story from start to finish.
Well, I got introduced to the cell phone game maybe about seven years before 2012.
Can you talk closer to the mic a little bit?
Yeah, I got introduced to the cell phone game maybe like 7 years before 2012. I used to work for Sprint, and then I used to run a couple of Boost and Sprint stores as well with my cousin. Then after that, that's whenever I just kind of like was just saving up my paychecks and doing what I had to do.
So you worked a 9 to 5 before?
Yeah, I worked a 9 to 5. Yeah. And after that, man, it just saved up till I had enough money to open up my own stuff. And in 2012, I already had my feet wet somewhat as far as cell phones, but I did not know what I was doing as far as running the business at all. I had no idea where it was gonna go, how it was gonna go. It was crazy, bro. It was really, really crazy. Other than that, I mean, till now, I mean, it's just been a lot of learning and trying to figure out what needs to be done, what people want.
You're still learning today?
Yeah, man, I don't never stop.
Yeah,
I don't never stop. Yeah, I don't never stop. Yeah. Other than that, man, I mean, it's just been crazy, man. Just cell phones. The cell phone game is something that will never ever get old. Like it just new things keep coming out, new products, new issues, new everything for the cell phone game. Yeah.
So, how many employees do you have right now? Currently?
Right now, we have 5.
5 employees?
5. Yeah, 6 including me. Yeah.
And do you operate the business as well? Like, are you an operator, or are you more the actual owner, like
No.
business operator?
Man, I never looked at myself as the owner.
Okay.
I never look at myself as the owner. I work as hard as the rest of my team works, and I mean,
I seen you sweeping the floor the other day on.
man, I do not play, bro. I will wipe the windows down. I blow that parking lot out front every day. Man, I don't ever like to think of myself as an owner, like, or give myself the title owner, because most people look at an owner like the owner don't do shit, and that's not true, bro. People that don't know about owners, they don't realize that the owner works hard as shit. You know what I'm saying? We got so much stuff to keep up with, but I do it all, bro. The only thing that I don't do is repair. I do not repair the phones. Back in when the iPhone 7 came out, it's kind of whenever I stopped doing repairs. I taught my brother, and my brother took it to a whole nother level along with the rest of my technicians, and after that I never kept up with it because I couldn't. And I mean, as far as anything else, man, I run the store. I'm on top of my employees. I'm on top of bills, inventory, everything. But I mean, yeah, that's about it.
So let's go back to the first question. The when you started your when you raised enough funds to open your store, this was your first store. This location right here off
This
of
location was
610?
not my first store. My first location was the one on North Main. That's where I started in 2012.
Okay.
That's where everything started at in 2012. Um, Man, like I said, it was just a bunch of accessories in the store, and buying a couple of phones and learning how to activate phones, fix a couple of phones, and man, it just went crazy from there, man. It's at the end of the day, it's all about building up your clientele. You got to take care of your people, make sure your people come back, and after that, man, it just comes keep spreading like crazy, and that one person's gonna tell 10 more people, and then them 10 people are gonna tell 10 more people, and before you know it, that one person brought you 100 customers, and after that, it just, on. So that's it.
So what happened to that location?
That location's still there. We actually are turning that one into a farmer's insurance next month, and I'll never let that location go. Never. That's where I started at, and it's still mine, and it ain't going nowhere.
Does it have like a background? Like, is it more tangible to you because of the history?
Very tangible, man. I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into that location, bro. I've been through so much things in that store. Like, I've learned and I've grown so much, bro. I was 27 years old whenever I started.
Nice.
So that's 10 years. I'm 37 now. So when I started there, bro, I had a different mindset. I had so many things, man. I've not only that, the customers that I've got there have came here. Like, I got customers that come from there still, and they're like family to me, bro. Like, they mean a lot. Like, I take care of them. I take care of their family. I mean, everybody, all their friends. I mean, we repair their phones. We sell them phones. Like, it's just a lot of things, man. Family-wise, I've had donations there for my aunt that passed. We've had, not donations, I'm sorry, benefits there. We've had benefits for other people. It's just a lot of different things that comes along with that store, with that location. Yeah.
So then you seen this as an opportunity store, and you just had to jump over here.
So we outgrew that store. It was too small.
Yeah, I seen
anybody that's watching this, or anybody that knows about us, like, man, they know that store was small. Like, we had like a couple of celebrities walk in there, man. The ceiling was touching their heads. Like, that was a very small store. But that's it. We outgrew it, and after we outgrew it, we're like, hey, we got to find something else. And the idea was to kind of transition everybody from that store, as far as employees and customers, over to this one. But at the time, man, it was like I had customers there still that didn't want to come over here. So it was like I had customers here, customers there. And then after COVID and everything that happened, man, it was just I couldn't handle all the procedures that was going on with the employees that I had. I would have to hire a lot more employees, because remember, we had tents outside and tables and masks on and everything, so I wouldn't even let nobody in. So it was just too much. So I said, you know what, let's just keep this one open for now and run everything out of here. And the idea wasn't to close that store. I said to myself, whenever COVID goes away, I'll go ahead and go back. But the opportunity came up to open up another business, and I kind of like had everybody here already. So I was like, hey, why not? So I just kept this location, but yeah, that location ain't going nowhere.
Tell us all what you repair in the store. Like, tell the customers and the audience.
We repair.
What all you do.
We repair phones. We repair tablets. We repair laptops, PCs, game consoles, really everything, man. And anything you can think of except for TVs. Yeah, we don't do TVs.
How did the pandemic change the way you do business?
Oh, shit.
Now, like, for example, they had the no mask thing for a while. Then, I like you said, you mentioned the tents at one time. How has the pandemic changed the way you do business?
Man, it changed.
And did it affect you in 2020?
Oh yeah, it affected me a lot, bro. Like, it went from me and the team working a normal job to working 3-4 jobs at once, because we had to run back and forth from the back of the inventory room to the front, sanitize everything, spray everything, shortages of everything, even till right now as we speak, bro. Like I was just telling you earlier, like we can't. It's hard for us to get anything in stock. I mean, everybody knows there's a shortage of everything. So I mean, it hit us hard, but I'm beyond thankful and blessed to have the customers and the people that still came. Like they didn't care. They formed a line all the way out to the street. You know what I'm saying? And I love my customers, my followers, my supporters, everybody. Yeah.
I seen you're offering the credit line.
Yeah, the financing.
The financing, is that new, or is that
that's something new that's been in the works for a long time, but I never could find a company that was good, was good enough
to front it.
To front it, exactly. And there was a lot of customers, there was a lot of companies that came at me with the opportunity and stuff, but I wasn't really feeling it. I didn't like the way it worked, and I mean, this one that we got is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty much somewhat like credit cards and anybody else that's gonna loan you some money. Like they're gonna charge you some sort of fees after a certain amount of time, but this one was one of the ones that was the least, and they gave you a longer time to pay it back without interest. Yeah. So we chose that, and like I said, we had that in the works for a while, but it never fell through because I was never agreeing, and they were like, man, you're going crazy, bro. You could be doing this, you could be doing that, and I'm like, bro, that's screwing my people over. Like, I don't want to screw my customers over. That's not gonna work. Oh man, we're doing 30 days. I'm like, 30 days ain't enough. They come back next year, man. Come on, man, let's do. Hell no. Then finally, I teamed up with my buddy Kevin, and Kevin was like, hey man, I'm working for this company, this and that, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, let's go.
What's the company called?
American First Finance.
Shout out to American First Finance.
Yeah, for sure, man. They man, I didn't really want to say this, but because I wanted to break it to my employees first, but we just found out we're number 1 in Texas right now.
Jeez.
As far as electronic stores.
That was a game. When I seen that was a game changer.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy, and not only that, man, it's very tiring, but I don't care, But it's like every single customer, bro, just tonight alone, every single customer that was lined up tonight, everyone was here for financing. I literally repeated myself to every single one of them, and that takes 10 minutes, bro. Yeah. And I'm like, this is not good. This is not good for you if you're not gonna pay it back in 3 months. And they'll look at me and they'll be like, I'm like, you look like you ain't gonna pay it back in 3 months. So if you're not gonna pay it back in 3 months, don't do it. And then, they look at me and they're like, well, that's not how you sell stuff. And I'm like, I'm not trying to screw you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to get you. I'm here to tell you the truth. And bro, honestly,
their credit score drop.
Honestly, bro, 100 out of 100 people or more people that have financed with us, there's been one customer that told me, I appreciate you, bro, because I was not planning on paying it off in less than 3 months. He goes, I appreciate you, though. And he left and came back. Came back a couple of weeks later. He goes, hey, man, I'm just not going to go with that really expensive phone. I'm going to give me another phone. But I appreciate you looking out for me. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, if you do not plan on paying this off in 3 months, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't do it.
So what was the interest? What was the interest rate after 3 months?
Well, it's not the interest rate. It's I don't know it, but the thing is, the price of whatever you're buying doubles. So, for example, you get a phone that's $500, and you don't pay it back in 3 months. It's literally another $500 if you let the whole term ride out. You know what I'm saying? That's if you do. Now, like if you wait after 30 days and the next month, it'll be some interest, but not much, but not, but if you let it right out the whole, let's say for instance, I'm not sure, I'm lying for sure, but let's just say for instance, they're gonna take out $30 out of your paycheck every 2 weeks for the next 40 weeks. do the math. I mean, that's more than what you applied for, you know. So that's how it works.
That's kind of like a car too, though, if you think about it.
Oh.
Like you double pay for the car.
Exactly.
The house too. If you buy a house, you double pay on the house.
Exactly.
If you pay it like that term. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's exactly like a credit card. It's exactly like a house. And out of all the customers that came in here, bro, I got a really good question on Saturday. They said, I was standing over there, and a guy said, "Hey, man, it'd be cool if the finance company would just take all their money out before the interest hits." I'm like, well, hell yeah, it'd be cool, but they ain't gonna do that. He's like, so what they gonna do? I'm like, nothing. They ain't gonna remind you that you owe them. They want you to forget to pay them back before 3 months.
That's their business.
That's their business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you're beating the system, and I'm here to help you beat the system, bro. And he's like, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like you told me, because I tell him, bro, I'm like, look, if I were you, the first week, let them take out the money. The next week, they're taking out $30, $40, call them and be like, hey, I want to pay extra $100. The next week, hey, man, I want to pay extra $50. The next week, hey, you know, I paid $200-$300 this time. Then on the last month, be like, hey, bro, what's my total before this interest hits? Boom, pay it off.
Yeah.
I said, at the end of the day, bro, mission accomplished. You didn't feel that big hit, you know, from the jump, you know. So that's how it works. But it's cool, man. It's working out. Thank God, yeah.
What's the best marketing tool you can say that you use for your to bring in clientele?
Oh man, the best marketing tool, man, Instagram.
Free marketing.
Instagram, bro.
TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
I am, but I don't really do much on TikTok. I usually fall asleep by the time I get there.
What about LinkedIn? Are you on LinkedIn?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Man, I use Facebook, and I use Instagram, and I use Snapchat. But that's enough, bro. Like, just with that alone, man, I'm drained, bro. Like, I'm like, man, that's too much. Like, and it's not so much like people that are watching or whatever, they're like, oh man, bro, you can share that shit from one page to another. No, it's not that. I literally have full-on conversations with every single customer that sends me a message. That's a lot.
Right.
Like, I can show you right now, man, I got 43 messages unread, and I got like 32 conversations going on right now. And I will respond to them, but I mean, it's just too much, bro. Like, I can't handle anymore. I'm like,
that's
man,
your marketing.
Yeah, I have to, bro. Like I reply to them.
You treating all these customers right, and that's how you build your business. Everybody comes back, they tell everybody. And the way things are now, bro, it's 2021. It's like, I don't blame the people, I don't blame the followers, I don't blame the customers, because I do it too. It's just the way we're set up is like, we don't call no more. We don't have to call no more. We just rather send a message, you know. And if you don't reply, they won't come. So I'm like, I have to reply, you know.
So do you think you need like a different personnel that handles media?
Man, I've thought about it, and I've tried it, and I do have my girls that are here help me respond, but my customers, my followers, right away, they know it ain't me. They know it's not, because I'm real. Chill. How do you say? I'm real chill, bro. At the same time, like, if you send me a message right now and you'll be like, hey, how you doing, Easy? I'm like, hey, man, I fixed my phone. I said, man, come through, bro, I got you. If they ain't gonna say that, I'm like, come through, bro, I got you. Or they'll be like, hey, man, my phone broke again, but I just fixed it last week. And I'll be like, look, bro, that sucks, and it ain't fair. And he'll be like, what you mean? And I'll be like, you just fixed it. It was $100. I'm not gonna charge you $100 again, bro. Come through. Tell them this, and that, and tell them I'm gonna do it for $70 this time. So it just broke it last week. And he'll be like, oh man, good looking out. I'll instantly screenshot that and send it in the group chat. So tomorrow they'll be waiting for him, you know? Yeah. I mean, and they're not gonna do that, you know? So, I mean, it's just certain things that they won't do that I can, you know? So it's like, I've thought about that though. And man, that would be really good, but I can't.
I mean, that's what makes you. That's what made you.
Yeah, that's what makes me. Yeah, there ain't no. I'm, you know, like I pay attention to how other business run their business and how they run their Instagram pages. They don't reply.
Like cell phone stores.
You could be better.
No, not cell phone stores.
Like
just businesses.
Okay.
All businesses. They don't reply to messages. And bro, I'm at 49,000 followers, and I still reply to my messages.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I don't ever plan on not replying, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully we can keep up.
That's what's making you stand out.
Yeah. I reply to all of them, man. So I mean, and if I do, they'll come, you know.
That's what the bigger companies and shit.
Yeah.
Now, there's a company called First Form, and it's like a athlete company, supplements for like bodybuilders, all kinds of shit. But if you order something from them, and they make millions. They're like fucking stupid huge in St. Louis. But if you buy anything from them, supplement, t-shirt, anything, they always send a handwritten note. Like somebody writes a handwritten note every time. And he has a big podcast called Real as Fuck, but that's cool. Where I learned about like how he builds his business, and that's what helps me with my business and construction and shit. But and then
that's cool.
Like,
that's cool.
Explaining it exactly like that's how you run yours, how you treat your customers. Every single person that comes in, you talk to them like that, and makes you separate from the others, so they'll come to you instead of going somewhere else. Where,
exactly.
You know?
And that's we were just talking about that earlier, man. Like that's one of my main things that's one of my main stresses in my life, like, is that I can't be here all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like I want to be here, I want to interact, but I can't. And it's not because I'm a boss or I'm a manager or whatever you want to call me. It's not because of that. It's because I'm busting ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the street, and I'm in the back office trying to get these phones, trying to get these AirPods, these PlayStations. I gotta go. You know, I got a lot of stuff to do. So it's like I can't be up here. But when I do, man, I'm like hell yeah. So when I'm in the front, it just goes down, bro. Yeah. Like it's badass. You know, I'm like, man.
Like you're in the mix.
Yeah, I'm in the mix, and I'm like, and the girls hate that I'm up here because they're like, man, you giving everybody discounts. I'm like, I'm just doing good deeds this week. Good deeds for everybody, man. Give it to them. Give it to them.
So if you're not up front, we just walk out.
Nah, don't do that. No, don't do that. But I mean, like, you know, I can do a little more, you know.
Yeah.
But it's cool, bro. So like I made it like my pet peeve, bro, where it's like I must be here Saturdays. So Saturdays I'm here, bro. You're always gonna catch me in the front. And man, I'm getting older, bro. I get tired, you know. Like I'm like, man, fuck. Like I remember back 10 years ago, I could last in the front of the store from 10 in the morning to 8 at night, and I'll be straight. Now I'm like, damn, man, I'm tired, man. You know, like it's just a lot of work, bro. Yeah. I got too much stuff going on. Not only that, my phone is my main thing. My phone, it will never stop ringing. So, and the messages will never stop coming. Instagram. So I'm like trying to do 100 things at once. But to be honest, bro, that's my, like, if you ask me what's my number one role here, like my hardest job in this store is not selling, is not inventory, is not managing my store. It's none of that. It's social media. Yeah, social media is hard, bro. Yeah. Like that's a full-time job, bro. Like that somebody needs to get paid just for doing that. You know, I'm like, damn.
They do. So if the internet wasn't around, would you be big as you are now?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Before I was anything that I am right now, I was a super hustler. So yeah. I still have postcards from 2012, and people used to trip out because I would personally go to businesses and apartment complexes and walk up and down Heights Boulevard, and I would go everywhere and deliver and do what I had to do, bro. I mean, it was gonna happen some way, somehow, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And there ain't no stopping it, bro. Whenever you got a lot of hustle in you, and you come from a family where there is no choice but to bust ass, then you're gonna figure it out, you know. Yeah.
That's the difference between a successful business and a business that never came to fruition. Is people just quit way too soon.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like if you just keep going, you know, have a couple of negative weeks or some weeks where you made $20 or something.
Exactly.
There's gonna be 10,000, 20,000 weeks.
Like, exactly. And that leads to another thing, bro. Like, a lot of people say, you know, a lot of people to this day will call me and be like, "Why are you at work? You're the boss." Man, I don't know how other businesses run their business, but this business, my business, and retail and being a small business, I feel like all business owners, you should be there.
Yeah.
You know, like I know people, bro. I know a couple of people that own retail stores, and they're millionaires, and they're at work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. That's the difference. You know, like just because you're successful doesn't mean you don't gotta go to work.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm here, bro. So I'm like, yeah, that's like what you just said.
Yeah.
That leads back to that. Like you gotta go to work.
You're
Simple as
setting an
that.
example for your team too. Like,
Yeah, I'm always here.
You created a culture so they know how to talk to people after they see you.
Yeah.
Interact with people and put the customer first every time.
Yeah, I've had some employees that have told me that. Why are you always here? I'm like, what do you mean? I gotta work. For today, for example, Valerie never asked for anything, bro. Valerie's just a real hard worker. She tells me, hey, Easy, I need a favor. I said, yeah, what's up? What you got? What you need? I want to get my lashes done. And I'm like, what's that got to do with me? He's like, well, can you cover me? Man, hell yeah, I got you. You know, like, man, ain't no boss gonna say that. Yeah. You know, like, man, you better get somebody else to cover your shift. Man, hell no, I work, bro. Like, they know I work. You know, like, I got it, bro. I'll cover the front. And I did. I was here all day. She had to go get her lashes done. We got a Christmas party tomorrow, and then after that, Christmas is next week. So she's like, man, this is the only time I can get it in. I'm like, go ahead, you know.
Shout out to Noe Face for linking us up.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I hit him up. I was like, hey, send me Easy's number so I can call him about the podcast. See if he wants to get in on it. And
yeah.
Shit, he was, you were down for it.
Yeah, Noe's family. He's that's my boy.
Who was down for your business back when you started, and who was like just threw shade at it, from when you started it? Or and now, like if you have any negative people, you know what I mean?
Who was down with me? Who's been down with me since I started and is down with me to this day? It's my brother.
Nice.
The one you just seen leave right now. JJ. Short story about him. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna share it with you. This was 10 years ago, so I was 27. We're 11 years apart, so do the math. How old was he? 15?
Wow, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
15, 14 years old. He used to come to my store because he had no choice. And he was like, I had to kind of take care of him. And I come from a single parent family, so it was like I had to take care of him. So he would come at the store and he would just lay down in the back of the store and just eat chips and cookies and shit, and that was it. And this was at North Main, and I always used to be like, help me, bro, help me, motherfucker. Like, I'll show you. You need to do this. And at least work the register. Fuck that. I gotta go. I'm ready to go home. I want to watch TV or something like that. A couple of years passed by, bro. Over fucking night, bro. Literally overnight. He's like, I've been watching YouTube today. And I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, I know how to fix phones. Man, get the fuck out of here. I sat him down. I taught him how to repair some phones. This was back when the iPhone 5s were out, 5S, 5. I sat him down. I was like, look, bro, here's how you do it. You got to disconnect this. Make sure you don't fuck it up. Make sure you this and that. All right, I got you. Did it. Boom. A day later, I got it. Ever since then, bro, history. He has became my master technician. He has learned. He has taught people so much shit, bro. We do shit that nobody else knows how to do. He's just on it, bro. Like, he runs service and repair in the back, bro. Like, I don't have to do nothing that has to do with repairs. He runs everything. He runs the show, and he's my number one everything, bro. He's my only brother I got, and he's just, every time you see him, he's Easy Wireless something. It might be an Easy Wireless shirt, socks, shorts, hat, something, jacket, whatever, but he's always Easy Wireless everything to the grave, And I mean, he's the one that runs the show. And as far as people that throw shade, I mean, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of competition out there that don't like me. But I really don't give a shit. I don't pay attention to nobody. I don't go look at to see what people are doing. I've never been, since I was young, bro, I've never been a follower. I always been like the trendsetter, like I want to do what I want to do. And I'm sure there's a lot of cell phone stores out there that do shit a lot better or a lot nicer, but I mean, this is just, I do what I do, I mean, but whatever I want to sell, I'm gonna sell. I mean, look at it, bro. We were selling fucking hoverboards. We became fucking hoverboard kings, whenever they were popping,
Yeah.
We sell
PS5s.
PS5s. I mean, goddamn, bro, we've probably sold shit. I don't know. Last time we checked inventory, bro, we were at like close to 300 and something PS5s we sold since
shit.
PS5s have came out.
The plug. He's the plug
bro.
for PS5.
I mean, bro, I don't post pictures of shit. You know what I'm saying, for safety reasons and stuff like that. But I mean, like, we've sold a lot. Yeah, we sold a lot. We've sold Mexican chips out this shit. We've sold Mexican candy. Like, I don't do what people tell me. I still sell Mexican candy. Shout out to Pica Boulevard.
Shout out to Pica.
Yeah, that shit's fire, bro. But I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like me or whatever that I hear about. But I mean, I don't care, man. I don't pay it no mind.
Just keep winning.
Yeah, I just keep going, man. I don't pay attention to nobody.
That's super important, like, to just do your own thing, you know, like, don't worry about the competition.
Yeah.
And, what separates you from competition? Like, what makes you so different than the other competition?
I wouldn't know. What separates me from competition? I don't know, because I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I really don't care what they're doing.
Yeah,
I just do what I do, you know?
You're already doing all the extra shit. Talking to your customers like that, treating everybody right. I feel like that's the difference. So
my main focus, my main goal, and you can, and I know they're gonna watch it. I know my ex-employees that have left. I love all my ex-employees, man. I don't have no bad ties with none of them. They either leave because they graduated from school, they moved out of town, they got married, they were pregnant.
You have any employees that were here before and then started their own business?
Yes, I do. I had
I feel like once you learn this skill to repair and you know the business side, I feel like it's easy.
Yeah, it is.
Easy wireless.
Yeah, there you go.
But I feel like it is easy to, like, monetize it for real.
Yeah, for sure. That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
To start it, but then you got to keep it going.
For sure.
Like
and going back to what I was saying, like, my main focus, and you can ask anybody, and this is before anything, is customer service, bro. And it's like, if I've had people that work for me that I'm still cool with till this day, and I love them to death, but I had to cut ties with them as far as them working for me, because they were amazing workers, but their customer service would never
shine. Yeah.
Never, bro. So it was like, if you don't know how to treat my customers, you don't know how to put on a smile, and you can't stop bringing your personal problems to work, then I don't need you here. You know, simple as that.
You need that Chick-fil-A energy.
Oh yeah, bro. I need that trainer to come. Yeah, train us.
Would you ever accept crypto as a form of payment?
If I ever learned enough about it, then if I had the opportunity, yeah, I would.
He could teach you.
Bet. I mean, I got into the whole Dogecoin thing whenever that was. I mean, and that came out pretty good, but I never had enough time to actually sit down and figure it out, you know, to see how it works.
He's my crypto mentor.
Oh, bet.
So, when you said you got into Doge, what did you buy it at, or did you buy any, or like?
Yeah, I did, but I don't remember what I bought it. I bought it when it was super, super low.
Okay.
This was last year.
Nice.
Yeah, last year.
So, like, one of the in crypto, when it comes to retail, like, there's different cryptos that have a faster transaction speed. Like, Visa has a transaction speed of like 75,000 transactions per second, right? And there's cryptos that do like 300,000 transactions per second, like Avalanche token or Solana token. But yeah, I mean, I see personally retailers in the future, 5 to 10 years from now, them accepting crypto as a form of payment, because first it's faster, and another thing, that's like the new technology coming in, you know.
Yeah, I hear about it. Yeah.
So goods and services are going up, and inflation is at all-time high this year with 6.2%.
And I am okay, go ahead.
How did your business accompany that, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm super, super blessed to say.
Did it affect you or not?
Hell no.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Get a plug.
Man, I don't like to use that word too much, but yeah. Yeah. I don't like to use that word, but yeah.
It's a simple way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, that's how I separate myself from the rest. Like, I have a big, thing, and it's just like, never pay retail. And that goes back to me keeping my prices low. So since everything has been happening and everything is going up, everybody's going up. And I really, really do understand it. Like, I get it. Everything has to go up. Inflation's happening. My prices haven't went up $1. Not on repairs, not on anything.
So let's say for example, a battery costs for an iPhone, you buy it for $7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the price go up from that for
Hell
like
yeah.
7 to 10?
Hell yeah.
So that's what I'm asking. So how do you, because your margin would change, like your margin from your spending on your goods, and then selling it would change, or it should change because you're spending money to buy.
So yeah, of course. So for example, I have a screen that costs me $85, and we charge $110 to fix it, and it's went up to $93, and we still charge $110 to fix it.
So you eat the really?
Yeah, I don't care if it gets to the point, man, bro. Like, you don't understand. Like, I love my customers. Like, I really, really love my customers, and the last thing I want, like, I don't want them to be like, man, Easy went up.
From the customer side, that's lit.
But then
like,
again, I'm gonna tell you something else, and this is a true story. The 85 and the 110 is a very, very true story. So it went from 85 to what? Like 90 something bucks, 92, 93 bucks.
It's only $5, but
yeah, but it makes a huge difference.
It makes a big difference because
so what I do is I call my distributor and I said, hey, this ain't working. And he's like, well, you buy a shitload from me, so I'm gonna drop it back to the same price. So they either drop it down, or if they went up 5, they're only gonna go up 2 for me. I mean, man, bro, I've been in this shit for 10 going on 11 years. Like, I'm favored,
Yeah.
So I mean, they're gonna do something for me,
With Apple rolling in with their new self-service, they have this kit rolling in, like people can fix their own phones.
Yeah.
You think that's a big move from the cell phone store? Like, do you think that'll affect you a lot, or?
I feel like it ain't gonna stop nothing. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I think what they're doing is cool.
I think there's a lot of people are gonna fuck up their phones.
Exactly.
So I ain't gonna fix my shit.
Hell no.
Ain't no fucking way.
Nah, you seen it, right?
Nah, I know my phone's fucked up.
Nah, you can go to apple.com and then they have like
a kit to fix your own phone.
Yeah, they send you a kit to fix your phone. Yeah.
They'll teach you how to fix it too.
So I mean,
I ain't got time to learn about shit.
It's gonna end up costing you double. Like, it's gonna end up costing you double after you mess it up.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
At the end of the day, you're still gonna come back to Easy.
Yeah.
And not only that, I've already got intel on stuff like that, because I got people that work at Apple. Shout out to them, but I ain't gonna say your name.
Shout out to Apple.
Shout out to Apple. Shout out to the Apple team.
The Apple Plug team.
Yeah, the Apple Plug team. But them shits is gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, after you factor in everything, you're gonna be like, Easy's cheaper.
Yeah.
The
time versus them fixing it
And the
versus
quality.
like trying to fix it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all good. And at this point, bro, like I said, we've been in this for so long. Like, I can say that 90% of the screens that we use, and I say 90% because the older models, I can't get them yet. Like, but mostly everything new are original screens.
Nice.
See, back then they were premium quality screens. We've always used premium, so it was always been the most expensive screens you can find, like OLED and all that stuff. But now we're like, everything's original.
Bro, what's up with the batteries? Like on the iPhone batteries, this is off topic, but
yeah,
I took my phone to change the battery on it because it was dying super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't it say the 100%? on it? Why doesn't it say the percent? It's just like,
So it does that for a couple of weeks. So it takes time for it to register again. Same thing with this. We did this. We tested this ASAP too. So we did an iPhone 13 Pro Max the other day, and before we actually put the new screen on it, all we did was unplug the screen and put it back. That was it. Turned it back on, and then it said, "This screen's not genuine" or something like that.
Oh shit!
It just happens the minute you disconnect it. But there's a lot of things that people don't know, bro.
yeah.
Apple fucking hates us. So I'm not saying me, not us, not me, not my team, not Easy Wireless. They just hate anybody that's not Apple, which is understandable, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why I think that's why they're coming out with the kit so you can fix it.
So
you know?
so I mean, it's like they don't want nobody messing with their stuff. So they're like, oh well, you know, let's just, the minute they take it off, it ain't gonna be us. So I mean, so it does. Well, if your screen or your battery is showing that it's not genuine, or that the percentage is not showing, it doesn't mean that it's not an original battery or original screen. It just means that somebody else opened it besides Apple.
Right.
Yeah.
Got you. And in the cell phone business, you know, you have other markets out there, like real estate market, stock market, the crypto market. Does your store, your business, invest into other markets or to other companies, or does it's just
No.
easy?
No, just Easy Wireless. Yeah, I don't do nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, you do hear like other companies will buy like so much of Bitcoin, or like like a company isn't real estate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just
No, we don't do that. No.
okay.
I should.
You should.
But I will after I have the little meeting with you.
That'd be dope. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. This is my last question I have for you. Anybody that wants to open their own cell phone store or their own business, what advice would you give them at any age if they want to get into it?
For anybody that wants to open up a business, man, never give up.
Yep.
And just do not, and I repeat, do not fucking stop. Like, never fucking stop. And just keep busting ass, man, and have a lot of faith in you, and just always do right. That's like what I live by. I mean, I don't pay attention to I don't want no bad, I don't want no negative around me, nothing like that. I just keep going straight, bro. Keep looking forward, keep my faith in God, and keep positive people around me, and just bust ass.
And go
that's
hard.
it, and go hard. Yeah, that's it.
So I want to thank everybody today that's came out. I want to thank Matt. I want to thank Rob, the photographer. I want to thank Easy Wireless. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Go Hard Podcast. Go follow Instagram, Go Hard Podcast. It's going to be on Spotify soon. Spotify is going to be Go Hard Podcast. And also follow Easy Wireless. Hit them up for any of your cell phone needs. If you're in Houston, you might know him already, but just, bring it in. He'll get you right.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you for tuning in, and go hard.